Hi guys, welcome back to another Agroforestry Academy video. We're here from City to Jazz. We're going to be sharing you an update here on our polyfarming food forest with cows and chicken system, right? Before I go into what we're going to talk about today, if you haven't, subscribed, please do subscribe. It's the best way you're going to, keep us producing content and, just give us a hand on that. And we've got some surprise things coming up for you. We're going to be releasing some bonus material sometime soon, so if you're subscribed, you'll be in touch. You'll be the first to know. So here, man, we're a poly farming system. Just a quick layout. We've got 3 rows of our fruit forest, and then we've got 12 meters. We're still going to put up the fence here, and then 12 meters with these 1,200 meter square pasture blocks in between. Right, so have a look at that. I mean, here we're producing an enormous amount of things, and from the Agroforestry Academy, we're always talking about, we're going to plant something. What am I going to plant to feed, my main crop? What I want to harvest. So what am I planting in order to feed that? And look what it's doing just here. Look, so we've got a lot of coffees planted here. Look at this specific coffee here. And there's the first thing I'm walking along, and I'm finding that beautiful baby coffee there. It's been on the ground for about a month max. But look at these pork beans. These pork beans are really, the perfect greenhouse here. It's really funny these time of years where it's like heavy rains and then a hectic sun, like, drought and rain, real popo sun in the summer. But as it's rainforest, when it rains heavy. So this is giving it a good condition for, whatever situation comes along. Obviously when we planted the seedling, we put some nice organic matter on the foot there. So we've done that with all those seedlings that we've planted. And then we've got the cherry tomato as well, that are very resistant to rain. So yeah, so we're kind of like off season for tomatoes, but I love these cherry tomatoes, how they're so resistant. So we have tomatoes in the market. And obviously we've manured the bed, or the seedling. So it could have been coffee, but it could have been like just here next to me an acai. So what we've done, we've gone ahead and planted tomatoes by every tree seedling, just making good use of that manure, right? So we've got the pork beans there, we've got the corn, which is really bringing up the tomatoes, and the pig beans is really giving it the first conditions. It's going to be our first harvest, this corn. And this corn is already going to be for the silage, for the drought, for the cows. So here we're producing food, we're producing fruit, coffees, veg, we're producing silage, food for the cows. Here on this side here, we've got cassavas going on everywhere, cassavas everywhere. So the cassavas as well with the corn for the silage. We've got the guandu beans, right? Very, very small here. So we've got the guandu beans and the pork beans to produce the initial amount of, mulching material. Like it's the first organic matter that we're going to be able to give back to the soil right here. We've got the eucalyptus planted every other meter, right? We've got loads of videos talking about the eucalyptus, how important they are, how we can actually be planting water with these eucalyptus. We're bringing water through, so much pruning of them. So we've got them every other meter, the eucalyptus here. It's only been on the ground for about a week. It was the last thing that I planted since a delicate seedling and a lot of rough stuff going on. Obviously the first time round, we're going to have to come back and do a little picking of the weed, but it's just going to be that one time round. Unfortunately, in a project this scale, 2 acres, we don't have enough organic matter to bring external and cover the soil. So we're really using a lot of service plants. So we've got very high dense guandu beans, and we've got very high dense pork beans, and also some of this green will stay behind from the corn. We've not forgotten about our horses, because we love our horses here in City to Jazz. So we're going to have the fences over here protecting our food for us, but just inside the fencing we've got our elephant grass planted here. So these elephant grasses just started to sprout now. We've got another video on that where we've planted 2 eyes in the soil and 1 out. See how that first eye popping out, it just helps it really sprout. It's always going to be that one coming. Had I buried them all, it's just a little bit delayed. So it really helps it leaving that 1 eye out the soil. So with the horses, I don't like the stem, the thick stem. I don't let it become you know, like a big bamboo stick thing. So we were just really cutting, like when the leaves are like a meter tall, 80 centimeters, we're just cutting the leaf before it even produces the stem. So we're always giving it its quality fiber. Some people like shredding that stem to the horse, but that's not very good. It's not very good fiber, and it's not very recommended really. So yeah, so wow, so I mean, if we're going to talk about all the tree seedlings that are in the system, you know, we've got the acais with the pupunias, basically palm heart producing trees, every 9 meters. We've got every 4 meters the citrus in the middle row of trees, the pupunias and the acais on the borders, the 2 rows on the edge of the set of 3 rows. We've got lots of coffee. So for every 3 coffees there's a banana. That's just a separate rule. Every 3 coffees a banana, and that's every meter. So we've got, see, coffees everywhere, right? And then we've got bananas everywhere as well. Look, there's a banana seedling coming through there. Like we said with our tomatoes, there's 1 tomato for every tree seedling, right? So yeah, and then we've got this, there's a nice citrus just there, right? And yeah, so we've got some cedar wood and some mahogany as well. So that's a cedar wood there, right? And we've got some mahogany. So this is taking sense. Cedar wood, mahogany. Cedar wood, mahogany. Cedar wood, mahogany. So we, you know, that was going to be our long-term harvest here. We've got some nice crops, and it goes without saying, we've got lots of seeds as well, of lots of native trees and some lot of as well exotic trees. We've just a lot of timber wood planted by seed here. We haven't seen them sprout because it's just been maybe 10 days. So a lot of aroeras and baru nuts and a lot of nuts, Brazilian native nuts, and a lot of really fancy seed, you know, real high quality wood for the future. So we've got a lot of that planted by seed. We've also got planted by seed a lot of papayas. So I'm hoping, you know, becomes papaya heaven. And you know, papaya is just one of the greatest things, because in a very quick short amount of time we've got a lot of food for the birds and the animals. You know, it's dropping on the ground, all that microorganisms feeding off it, and then, you know, you get all that life coming in. That's when you really get all that life coming in, since the papaya feeds the birds bringing in seeds from outside, and you know, the whole process going on really nice with that. Okay, so yeah, so that's an update for now. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, man. We've got some interesting stuff coming in by the end of the month, all right? And you're going to be the first to know if you're subscribed. You're going to be in touch with us. So from the Agroforestry Academy Guru, for now, this one's you. And don't forget to go and check out our Facebook and Instagram. There's some shorter clips and some other cool stuff out there for you. Till next time.